defense in the nation. So it's going to see what can give first. Do the Red Hawks get to put the ball in the bucket a lot today? Or is Grinnell's high-powered offense just going to be a little too much for the Red Hawks to overcome?
When Grinnell comes to town or you travel into Darby Gym in Grinnell, Iowa, we don't know who's going to win, but everybody's on the visitors team stats are definitely going to improve drastically, yes. Right? So that part of the game we know. We always talk about the scoring, and they have alumnus in the NCAA Division III scoring books up and down the line. Coach
David Arsenault,
his father, the architect of this offense, has players that set all kinds of records, and now his son, of course, took the baton and is doing the program as well.
The most famous of all those records, of course, Jack Taylor in 2013, 138 points in one game. Yeah. The NCAA record, and a record that may never very well be touched again.
Yeah. Now, the only caveat to that is if you look at the team they beat, I'm pretty sure that was not
it was not – it was a Bible college, I'm pretty sure.
So for the stats, you're right. That is a cool number to look at that just doesn't – it just blows everything up and blows all the basketball statistics out of the water. But when you see players that average 30 and 40 points a game in a career per game for a period of seasons, and when they got – to the NCAA tournament and were able to be successful at the next level in a game or two. That's what I always want to know. In other words, right, just like when you're playing baseball, Crete, when you're taking on a good team and you beat a good team, wow, right? And then when you perform above your the expectations statistically, that's really got to make you feel good in sports.
And head coach David Arsenault Jr. taking over for his dad, his 9th season at the helm of the Pioneers.
Wow, 9 years already.
114 wins over his career. He's got a well-balanced offensive attack. No one on his team averaging more than 20 points a game, but very rarely will a guy on his team average less than 5. Almost everyone on his roster will get into this ball game.
Yeah, I was looking at some of the stats on these guys, and he's got guys that he's got 18 guys that have scored points.
Indeed.
On his roster, and things like that. They're undefeated in conference at 3-0, but guess who else is undefeated at 2-0?
Head coach Kenny Finko and the Ripon Red Hawks, and you had the opportunity to catch up with Coach Finko earlier today, and let's go to that interview and see what Coach Finko had to say.
Inside the warm confines of the Wilmore Center and the Doc Weisky Memorial Gymnasium, we're not too far away from taking on the Grinnell Pioneers. Joining me is head coach Kenny Finkel. Coach, hey, what's going on here? Hey, talk to me about your last game. You're becoming road warriors here with that win at Cornell in Mount Vernon, Iowa.
Yeah, it was a good road win for us. Those 1 p.m. Saturday road games are always tough. I thought we did a really good job defensively. Offensively, we struggled a little bit, but we were able to outlast their zone. So overall, it was a good win for us.
Yeah, because they weren't coming early in your season, and all of a sudden, when it matters, look at the conference record.
Yeah, for sure. So 2-0 in league play. Grinnell's 3-0, so we just have to continue to stack and build and go from there.
Anytime you prepare for Grinnell, I'm always interested on how the freshmen, when they get on the court, are going to respond to the situation, right? Because there's nothing quite like it until you're in the soup.
Yeah, definitely. It's this week of prep. It's a lot of fundamentals, playing off 2 feet, catch square, being strong with the basketball, while at the same time telling them offensively there's going to be 2-on-1 opportunities that we have to be able to take advantage of. And then even more important than that, defensively, spend a lot of time sprinting back, making sure our defense is set to make them play in the half court.
Years ago, when I started seeing this program by Coach Arsenault's dad, who the architect of that type of basketball, some teams would try to get into the forecourt and then try to run their offense. But they go from a press to a trap, and they never let them get comfortable and breathe. So they kind of, okay, we're going to attack the basket right away? Or
Yeah, it's definitely a different play style. I felt like our guys play best against it. We're just in attack mode versus being passive and trying to pull it out. There are times where if we don't have anything, we're going to have to get set up in a half-court alignment and make them chase a little bit. But overall, our goal is we tell our guys we want to try and get to 100 and then hold them under 90.
When you were at UW La Crosse as a player, did you ever come across the Grinnell program at all in those years?
No, we never did.
I'm talking all 7 years, Coach.
Yeah, I never coached against them, never played against them, so.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm looking forward to this. What I don't like is I wish we were playing Sippy Tech or somebody else with no student body here today.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting game where it's like our bench is going to have to provide a lot of energy. Our guys in the court are going to have to provide energy, but I'm excited. It should be a fun one.
I'm going to have to press my cough button in key moments and shout out under the court.
There you go.
If you hear it, you'll be me.
Sounds good.
Hey, best of luck to you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, I want to once again thank Coach Finkel for his time. It's always nice to be the listening ear into the brain trust of the program in terms of what they think they want to accomplish today against the adversary, and a very unique adversary it is today, that being the Pioneers of Grinnell, Iowa, where they're run and gun and baseline to baseline press and half-court trapping. And we didn't Creed, we didn't even talk about they do their hockey line changes on just about every whistle. Sometimes in some seasons I'd noticed if Coach Arsenault has one or two really good shooters, he might let that shooter stay out there in 2 of his 3 sets. Other than that, it traditionally 5 for 5. Yeah.
And going back to Coach Finko, after starting the season off 0-7,
yep,
0-6 technically with 1 exhibition game. Mm-hmm. He is 2-0 now in conference play. Their last win on December 6th at Cornell College, a 62-53 W.
What a difference, huh?
Indeed.
Start out 0-7, and you talked that term quality wins, conference wins.
Are always quality wins.
Yeah.
And we're going to be leading right into the national anthem here as Lynn Krause is going to introduce and give you a couple of the rundowns on what is permitted here at an NCAA event.
I was just going to say what we have to get used to is about 45 seconds of rules of don'ts and things you can do and so on and so forth before he gets to the playing of the national anthem and introductions. The 2 losses that Grinnell has are both road losses, non-conference. They lost at McAllister. And in that game, Grinnell only shot 16 of 64 threes, which is only barely 25%. Conversely, McAllister shot 56% from the floor, 53% from beyond the three-point line. Their other loss at Wartburg, Wartburg shot 13 of 48, 27% again. Wartburg shot almost 60% from the floor, and they scored, Wartburg, 84 points in the paint. So they didn't do it with the 3, Wartburg. So.
And now we're going to step away for a moment here as the national anthem is performed by the loudspeakers here at the Weisky Gymnasium. We'll be right back in a few minutes with starting lineups and the opening tip. Another rousing performance by the loudspeakers here inside the Weisky Gymnasium. Maybe a bit off key at one point, but other than that, no complaints. And now we go straight into the starting lineups. We're going to give you first the opening 5 for the visiting Grinnell College Pioneers, coached by David Arsenault Jr. in his 9th season. Starting with number 2, the 6'9", fifth year out of Argyle, Texas, Tyler Copes. Number 3, the 6'5", senior out of Antelope, California, Sean Walzer. Number 4, the 6'3", fifth year out of Bullhead City, Arizona, Kingston Bristol. Number 10, the 6'2", junior out of Alameda, California, Gabe Garcia. And number 45, the 6'4", junior out of Manhattan Beach, California, Nick Lundy. Once again, the Pioneers are coached by David Arsenault Jr.
And before you get to the Ripon lineup, let it be known, anybody familiar with Grinnell, it really doesn't matter who starts for this ball club, because you're not going to be on the floor very long.
About 3 minutes, and then unless you got a hot hand, you're out.
I think 3 minutes is a long time to start anyway. But remember, I kind of mentioned it pregame. They are going to full court press. They're going to reach. They're going to go for deflections and steals, and they try to suffocate you with their defense from one end of the court to the other.
And now the starting lineup for the Ripon College Red Hawks. Starting at point guard, number 3, the 6-foot junior out of Waukesha, Wisconsin, Seth Bunders. Number 11, the 6'1" sophomore out of Heartland, Wisconsin, Sam Leone. Number 12, the 6'7" senior out of New Orleans, Louisiana, you call him Slim, Colby Williams. Number 13, the 6'3" senior out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, CJ Brown. And number 35, the 6'7" sophomore out of Kimberly, Wisconsin, Michael Osman. The Red Hawks are coached by Kenny Finko in his 3rd season as head coach here in the Rip City.
And it was interesting, Coach Finko, when talking to him about in that interview, just to reiterate what he said, how do you like to go about playing against this team? In the transition, he says he thinks his team is better with their athleticism, just not so much running set and thinking about a half-court offense, but transitioning and attacking. And if that's the case, then this is a hand-in-glove matchup today.
Indeed. The Pioneers in black uniforms, red lettering, white trim, and a bit of a black and red checkerboard pattern a la the Milwaukee Bucks of the 80s down the sides.
Yeah.
And the Ripon College Red Hawks in their home whites with red lettering and red trim.
Even the late 70s, way before your time, Creed.
Indeed.
There was a little bit of that rectangle, that Sidney Goodgrief, I called him.
Sidney Moncrief, indeed.
Yeah, one of the best rebounding guards ever.
Indeed. Colby Williams is going to take the tip for the Red Hawks. It'll be Tyler Copes to take it for the Pioneers. We got college basketball on the Ripon channel, and it starts right now. Opening tip controlled by the Pioneers. Quickly over to Gabe Garcia. And the one thing about the Pioneers is they are always going to look for the 3 ball.
Oh, yeah.
And a wild pass.
And he saved it.
Knocked around, and CJ Brown is going to come up with it. So the Red Hawks force an early turnover. Shot fake Brown, the long 2 off to the left, almost tipped in by Kingston Bristol off a missed rebound attempt.
There he is.
That's a wide open 3 for Tyler Copes, and he drills it. So the Pioneers break the seal first with a 3-pointer, and Seth Bunders is trapped. Dribbles out of it, over the middle. CJ Brown breaks the half-court line.
And this is the pace of the game you're going to see throughout.
This is Pioneer basketball. You cannot hold the ball.
Oh, he had Osman.
He did have Osman open in the paint. Now Brown with it in the corner. Leone to Bunders. Bunders driving with the right hand. Floater from the free throw line. No good. Rebound to Copes. Now Garcia bringing it up the floor.
He'll drive and kick. Nice
knocked away by Osman.
Boy, wasn't it? And
now a pass leading him. He's going to go up with the right hand and lay it in off the glass. Michael Osman with the first bucket for the Red Hawks tonight.
Rewarded nicely by Leone on the nice outlet pass.
Bristol with it. Kicks it over to Garcia. And you can already see the new 4 coming in for the Pioneers as that's another 3 ball. That was Nick Lundy, and that is good. So the Pioneers are 2 for 2 from beyond the arc to start this ball game.
Yeah, the whole key right now for them is Gabe Garcia, dribble drive.
That's Osman from beyond the arc.
And then he kicks
And
it.
he was fouled on the shot, so he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Gabe Garcia is just dribble drive down into the lane, and then he's kicking to the open 3.
Indeed.
That is something that they always do. I mean, that's their go-to bread and butter sort of offense. Ripon has been slow to close on those 3-point shots, and they've had good looks so far on those 2 threes that they've made.
So it'll be Michael Osmond to shoot 3 free throws. He makes the first one. Osmond, the Red Hawks' leading scorer, averaging 12, almost 13 points per game. Colby Williams and Seth Bunders both tied with just under 6 boards a game for the team lead.
On the year, you talked about Grinnell leading the nation in scoring. Coming into today, they average 116 points a game. They give up 96 per
And their
game.
their highest scoring output this season was on November 12th against Greenville University, 161 points.
They've already made 111 threes as Osmond delivers on his free throws.
He was 3 for 3 from the charity stripe.
And the opponents up to this point have made 58 threes.
Zach Rosen, a new entry into the ballgame.
So
That's a 3-ball from Kai Tahuki. Misses, rebound to Osmond. Tahuki, the Pioneers' leading scorer at 16.5 points per game. Redhawks break the press.
Just to get into the trap.
Yep. Leone kicks it to Brown. Ooh, he had Williams under the basket open. Now Bunders, right-hand floater off the glass. Uh-oh. Colby Williams.
Ripon with their first lead. Silly foul at midcourt.
It was a silly foul, but he's limping right now. I don't think he could get out of the way.
He
came down after he went up for a potential rebound. He came down and he was running down the court limping.
Yeah, you don't want to get that foul at midcourt.
No, you don't.
He's fine.
That's Rosen with the ball. Kicked. Another 3-ball. And he hits it.
And that time, at least Leone challenged the shot.
So the Redhawks had a slight lead for a second. Stole it away by Nick Courtney off the inbound.
Yeah. Nice
Knocked
steal.
away by Seth Bunders. He's got an open lane to the basket, and he's going to kiss it off the glass with one hand.
If there's ever a game in half-court defense, you want active hands.
Indeed.
This is the game.
Thought about a 3.
All of a sudden, Ripon looking a lot better on the perimeter defense.
Rosen dribbling, looking for that open 3. Drops it down low, and a foul down low on Osman. That was number 12, Strahinja Nikolic out of Serbia, who went up for that layup, and Osman got him with the body. So it'll send Nikolic to the line. He's averaging just under 6 points a game. An 87% free throw shooter, though. And he shows why as he drains the first one, and a new 5 back into the game. One of the few of the original starters, Garcia, Bristol, Luca Pinto into the game as well. Actually, hold on. Let's check that number. That's Tanner Deal. My apologies. Number 25 checked into the game. John Vincent, number 54, checked into the game.
Let's go, C.J. Brown. You got to fake a pass, make a pass against this pressure. You can't telegraph your inbounds.
He gets it into Bunders, immediately trapped. Gets it to Brown, who lost control of it. Now he's on the ground.
Here's the deal.
And they call the timeout.
Yeah, here's the deal. They are inviting you to make the inbounds pass that the Ripon inbounder is doing.
Yes.
In other words, they're inviting to go ahead and pass it against the baseline, against the double team. They're going to let you execute that. And then we've seen it back-to-back times. Once was a steal. The other time we had to call a timeout. You have to get the ball to somebody into the forecourt further away than a couple of feet from the basket. It spells trouble otherwise.
It's a tale of two ways of scoring so far. The Redhawks had 9 points on 3 layups and 3 free throws from Michael Osman. The Pioneers with 11 points on 2 free throws, and they are 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. That's Grinnell Pioneers basketball. If you remember the last few years, their shooting shirt during warm-ups had 3 is greater than 2 on it, and I'll tell you, that's a little intimidating as a broadcaster because you know you're going to be looking at a lot of 3 balls that day. Quickly inbounded to Leone. He thought he could have gotten up the sideline, but now it's to Brown. He breaks the half-court line. Brown kicks it in. That's Leone from beyond the arc. Nylon!
And
Sam Leone.
And we talked about Sam Leone starting his first career this season at the point guard. he's got to become a little more selfish.
Gabe Garcia throws
Look
it
at
up
that.
and in off the glass.
Beautiful.
A little bit of a wild layup attempt.
Beautiful body control.
Yes, it was. Gabe Garcia. He's a guy who knows how to get to the rack.
Against pressure, you always fake the pass before you put it on the floor. And Bunders just did that.
Bunders with it at the top of the key now at the logo. Osman with it now. Drives in, kicks down low to Williams. Kicks it out. Bunders beyond the arc. Nylon! Seth Bunders answers right back.
The whole key to that was Kobe Williams hitting him in the hands and in rhythm for Bunders to step into the shot.
Tanner Deal kicks it to Garcia. Garcia goes at the left. Kicks out.
Knocked it away.
Knocked away by Bunders, and Williams came up with the loose ball. Now it's Leone bringing it up against the least amount of pressure so far. Bunders is now trapped. Gives it to Leone. Ooh, Bristol saw that. Osman beyond the arc. Nylon! Michael Osman from beyond the arc.
Well,
Three threes in a row for the Red Hawks.
Easy for
and
you
they have
to
opened
say.
up a 5-point lead on the Pioneers. Garcia walked with it and then missed the layup.
Yeah. You could hear the cheering from the Ripon bench for that defensive effort by their teammates.
C.J. Brown with it now. The Red Hawks have caught fire from beyond the arc quickly. They're going to take another one. Nylon, 4 in a row from the Red Hawks, and the Pioneers take a timeout. It's a flamethrower, Rick. Wow.
You know, they're saying it's going to be a chill factor close to 30 below by 3 a.m. tomorrow. It's going to be, right now, it's a heck of a lot hotter than that inside here.
Indeed.
Like you said, Grinnell started out 3 for 3 from beyond the three-point line, and all of a sudden Ripon got the memo on two things. On the defensive end, they started closing out, so Grinnell's not getting those good-looking open threes. And then offensively, they just seem to catch fire. We got, 3 different guys for the Red Hawks that have scored threes now with Osman and Brown and Bunders. Yeah. So they're still dribble drives. Typically, Gabe Garcia will dribble drive when he's down in there, number 10. He's not out there now. And then he'll kick for that 3. They're going to call
foul
it a reach.
on the floor. That's Marshawn Robinson, number 44, getting into his first game of the season. Marshawn was one of my group partners for 2 different classes in first semester. Good for him.
Fouls are not as big a deal for Grinnell.
Yeah.
A concern, if you will, right? Because of the depth of their bench.
A whole new 5 into the game for the Red Hawks. You got Anton Kildee guarding the ball, Marshawn Robinson as well. You got Landon Lee, Jack Field, and Keenan Ron. Layup, no good, and on a rebound from Kildee.
Nice
Landon
job.
Lee with the ball now. He has his pass knocked away, and it's tipped out of bounds by number 5, Nick Courtney. It's going to stay Red Hawk ball.
You know, Kildee mid-season, I say mid-season, they're playing their, 10th game, something like that right now?
Yes.
He's really got his minutes now. He's averaging over 16 a game.
Jack Field with it.
And that's another guy that's increased. Better
Pass
fake a
is
pass,
tipped.
make a pass, yeah.
Pass was tipped from Jack Field. That's going to be a 3 ball from Grinnell. Drilled.
It looked
That's
good.
number 14, Aiden Wiley.
It looked good on its way, didn't it?
Oh, and Marshawn Robinson's going to pick up his second foul. He pushed off to get open. He pushed off to get open. It was the right call. He tried to be slick with it.
Yeah,
as another new 5
they throw the
entered
flag.
into the game.
They throw the flag, too, on that push-off
Yep.
if you're a wideout or tight end.
Offensive pass interference. You
Yep.
never like to see it. It'll be Rosen the inbound. Quickly in. Sean Murphy is going to be fouled
do
on the
it.
shot by Jack Field. Field got his feet a little too close to where Murphy was going to land. And when you do that, you're going to get called every time.
Yeah, so he started out not the way he wanted to. I mean, what a game he had the last game we called here
Yeah.
when they, or was it against La Crosse?
Yeah.
That first half coming off the bench as he makes that first free throw. But he started off, he had his pass stolen, and now he fouled a three-point shot. So those are 2 cardinal sins. Remember, fake a pass, make a pass against pressure.
Sean Murphy is a 91% free throw shooter.
Yeah, so when you're against pressure, defense, be calm.
Starters.
Easier said than done. They can't force a mistake if you don't
Yeah.
make one. So you got to keep that in mind.
Starters back into the game for the Red Hawks: Williams, Leone, Osman, Brown, and Bunders.
I've seen other Ripon programs that had deep benches that would go 5 for 5 not
Yeah.
too many years ago with Coach Kane. That was very interesting to see that for the first time.
C.J. Brown to inbound. Gets it into Leone. Immediately trapped, trying to break it. Gets it back to Brown.
There you go.
Bunders to the middle, and he's going to get over the line.
Good patience.
Osman gives it to Bunders. Brown with the cut in. His short jumper, no good. Colby Williams almost came up with the offensive board. Murphy from beyond the arc again, no good. Out of bounds. Oh!
They're saying it's off of Williams.
I could see it from here. It went off of Murphy's hands. Williams was on the other side of the basket from the ball. I know Colby's got a long wingspan, but it's not that long. Basket cut.
Foul on
And
Brown.
a little bit extra acting by Nikolic to draw that foul. Said Brown grabbed him. He may have, but it wasn't that hard.
No, they. I'll tell you, this is a very difficult game. We haven't talked about the officials. How much do you allow? What do you allow and what don't you allow?
Rosen with the ball. Kicks to the corner.
Good D.
Sean Murphy gets it back to Rosen.
This is what frustrates a Grinnell team, making them work the shot clock.
5 seconds on that shot clock.
Well
and Rosen
defended.
had to force up a lefty layup, and he was no good.
Yeah, C.J. Brown did a nice job.
Bunders gets it stripped, but Zach Rosen had a hand on the wrist.
Yep. Yeah, I would think at halftime maybe you have to switch sneakers, huh?
Yeah.
You
It's like in a NASCAR race. You got to get new tires.
Yeah, you're a quarter inch shorter.
It's like Days of Thunder. You got to know how to run the car. Osman with it now.
Well, they're doing a good job. They know all about Osman's three-point shooting.
Now it's Bunders. He's going to take an elbow jumper. No good. A little bit long.
Yep.
And you look, and it's going to be a tough day for Colby Williams to grab anything off the offensive glass because Grinnell crashes with about 3 players right below the basket.
Chance to tie here.
Oh, and Colby Williams with the rejection. Wow.
They got extra man. Not anymore.
Tough pass. Oh, Bunders. Oh, baby. What a lay by Seth Bunders.
Up and under with the spin. Beautiful off the window. He's got space. You give a guy like that space, and that's what they can do.
Gabe Garcia with it now, dribbling with the left hand. Gets it down low to Bristol. Kicks it out.
Open.
That's Deal.
Oh,
Drano. I saw him
he's
shooting.
open.
I saw him shooting in pregame. He made 11 threes in a row from various spots on the floor. Redhawks break the press. Coming in, Leone, and he passed it right to where he thought Osman would be, but Bristol intercepted
it. Osman was there. It's just that
Bunders
Bristol
got a hand on it.
Yeah. So both teams don't even think about going zone. I don't know if I've ever seen it.
That's a kick. That's an open 3 ball. Nylon.
All
Luca
of their
Pinto.
threes, Grinnell, all of a sudden they got the lead back. All of their threes except for one have been wide open.
Luca Pinto with that 3 ball. Now it's Osman. Open 3. Oh, he rimmed it out. That would have taken the lead right back. Pinto with another, or no, that's Tanner Deal. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, he fixed the net for the officials.
There goes C.J. Brown, goes up, and he's fouled and won.
Yeah.
John Vincent with the foul, and C.J. Brown's telling him to count it.
Vincent was thinking right. Foul him before he goes up on the shot, but he didn't get there in time, even with his long sleeve length. He's frustrated because, like I said, foul him, call it non-shooting, but he didn't get there a nanosecond too late in the act of shooting, and now Brown with a chance at
and you could
and
see
one.
C.J. Brown on that inbound was breaking immediately down the floor, and they hit the open man. So now C.J. Brown at the charity stripe for the opportunity to complete the 3-point play, and he does. That's Carson DeBrule now handling the ball for the Pioneers. His first entry into the game, and he immediately turns the ball over.
Yeah, the guard was throwing to a spot, and he had no idea his teammate was rolling baseline.
He tried to hit Nick Courtney, and like you said, he rolled baseline too early. Marshawn Robinson back into the game. Jack Field, Kildee, Landon Lee, and Keenan Ron as well.
Ron, yeah, in for the first time, I think. The Amro.
No, he was in earlier.
Okay.
Ron to inbound. It'll get it to Landon Lee. Lee immediately gets swamped. Marshawn Robinson hits Keenan Ron with a beautiful pass. That's Kildee beyond the arc. Nylon! What ball movement down the floor by the Ripon Redhawks.
Reclaims the 1-point lead with that 3-ball.
That's Kai Tahuki, the Pioneers' leading scorer. He's going to take one from beyond the arc. Nylon, and he was covered by Jack Field, too.
Oh, wow.
A technical foul has been called. And another one on Anton Kildee. So double techs are handed out.
Well, he must have said something after the first one was called.
The technical foul, the first one went on number 11 for the Pioneers. That was Tahuki after he made the 3. And then Anton Kildee was walking back up with the official, and then the official teed him up.
So obviously he said something. What's interesting is, we was talking about minutes played and what points they produce. With this style of play, he averages Tahuki 17.5 points a game, but he plays just 16.5 or 17.5 minutes and averages 16.5 points.
He makes the most of his moments.
Well, yeah, and there's also another player on the team that does that same sort of thing. Gabe Garcia averages 16 points a game and about 16 minutes of action on the court. So, yeah.
So, offsetting techs on Kildee and Tahuki.
That's too bad Kildee got called for it. He rolled in the mud with him, it would appear.
He did.
And it's too bad.
It's Keenan Ron to inbound, gets it quickly to Landon Lee. He goes up the sideline, gets it to Marshawn Robinson in the middle. Marshawn Robinson with the pass is going to be tipped out of bounds by Zach Rosen. He had the right idea. He just did not lead. Well, he didn't lead Jack Field to the hoop enough.
Well, the defense just hit that passing lane. Those guys just flood on
Gets
the
it into Kildee.
Yeah.
Robinson at the top of the key. Got to get a ball out. Now it's Landon Lee. Kick. Field. Shot fake. Another one. Kildee beyond the arc. Long. Offensive rebound. Oh,
really?
Offensive foul is going to be called on Keenan Ron.
That's a tough foul. I'm watching that. He's just trying to tip it out. But the ref is right there. So That's a tough one for Ripon. And we're at the midway point almost, and they're shooting bonus now.
Both teams have scored more points by the 10-minute mark of the first half than both teams scored altogether in the first half. The last time you and I worked together, Marty, at halftime in the lacrosse game, it was 28-28. But that's what you expect when you see the Grinnell Pioneers as Jack Field turns it over again.
Field's really struggling with this style of ball right now. Nice
dump
pass.
Down low, a foul, missed the shot.
Yeah, Kildee was forced to foul him. He's fortunate that it's not an N1.
That was number 45, Nick Lundy, who was dumped down to low and missed the layup.
So some of the turnovers by Ripon and how they're converting those mistakes by Ripon are key right now at the midway point of the first half of this contest. They're going to have to tighten that up and being strong with the ball, just like Coach Finko talked about in pregame.
Lundy misses the first one, and if you want to foul anyone on the team, it looks like, other than John Vincent, Lundy's your man, a 57% shooter from the charity stripe.
Yeah, and actually in a game like this, you don't have too many options.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fast game, folks.
He makes the second one, so he's 1 for 2 from the line as Tanner Deal. I get those two confused. I'm gonna do it all game. I know I will. Tanner Deal checked into the game, number 25. Robinson is gonna get it inbounded to him. Almost lost it, but he keeps control of it. Robinson from the free throw line. Nylon! Marshawn Robinson with his first points as a Ripon Red Hawk.
And he looked for space on his dribble and found it. And nice job to finish.
A silky smooth jumper from the free throw line by Robinson. Bristol with it now. Now he gives it over to Gabe Garcia. Driving, kicks out. Bristol now drives in. He had a foot out of bounds. So it'll go the other way. It's Ripon ball. Starters back into the game for the Red Hawks. Williams, Osman, Bunders, Leone, and Brown. In that order, going from half court down to Brown. And you can see all the guys who were on the court going to get water. It's strenuous activities playing the Grinnell College Pioneers. Brown with it. Working it around. And they're going to call C.J. Brown on the carry. So after a careless Grinnell turnover, a careless Ripon turnover.
Yeah, and that's a stat that I think will have a lot to do with the outcome of this game. Ripon, ball management here would stay away from those mistakes as best they can.
Kai Tahuki with it now. Back into the game after receiving his technical.
That's a foul.
Yep.
I mean, that's an easy – you can't make it that easy for him.
And Grinnell's already in the bonus, so they're going to go to the line, and Tahuki's going to shoot too.
I'm assuming that's on Brown.
Tahuki, a 60% free throw shooter. It's weird when you look at it. You see all these high-scoring numbers for Grinnell, but not very many of their players are very high percentage shooters, and that could just be because of the simple volume of their shots.
Yeah, when you look at the girls' team from Pioneers, you're going to see a lot of good free throw shooters.
Yeah.
And they kind of adopted the Grinnell coaches kind of adopted that style to a degree of what the men do.
Bunders gets it up. Wow, nice move by Bunders to avoid going out of bounds.
Yeah, Kobe should have taken off sooner. He could have been down there.
Bunders beyond the arc. Nylon! Seth Bunders is 2 for 2. We had a whistle to fix the net and a substitution.
Gee, I'm kind of surprised.
Bunders let that one fly from the NCAA logo.
I'm talking about the net.
Oh.
It's kind of funny. In other words, slow the game up, right?
Yeah.
Right? You can get that net, that long net. That's called home court advantage from what I can see.
It does make a nice swish noise, though. That three from Bunders tied the game at 34. Deep three, no good. Rebound to Grinnell.
Ripon's got to do a better job of boxing out. You cannot allow a team like this second opportunities because of that.
Zach Rosen hits the second chance three. Quick inbound to Leone. He's going to go up the sideline. Kicks it to Osman in the middle. Oh, and they might have gotten away with an over the back or backcourt violation. That's Osman from the corner. No good. Rebound to Nikolic. Now it's Rosen bringing it up, guarded by Bunders. Bunders staying with him perfectly. Sean Murphy from beyond the arc. Airballs it. And Nick Lundy came up with the offensive board. And put back. A little behind the back move from Bunders. He somehow keeps control of the ball. He had it on a string there. Oh, Bunders got hit and lost the ball, but no call. Now Lundy goes up, loses control of it, but it ends up in Murphy's hands. I got to slow it down. You can see what's going on the screen. Rosen from beyond the arc. That's 2 in a row from Rosen. Kobe Williams is out on an island guarding a guard.
By 8.
Yeah. Pioneers have quickly opened up.
Give it to him right
lead.
away. There you go.
Lobbed it up. Ooh, knocked away by Nikolic, and C.J. Brown's going to get called for another foul.
Yeah, it's an excuse me foul.
His third of the half already.
Yeah, it was well defended. You had a 2-on-1, and when he went for the alley-oop, the defender read it, took away the alley-oop to Williams, and got the rebound, and you saw what happened after that. The excuse me, third foul already on Brown.
Feels like a whole half has gone by. It's only 7:45 left to play in the first half. I would not want to be a statistician in a game like today.
Grinnell is off to the type of game they wanted to come in here and play so far, and they've gotten good looks on their threes. They've created turnovers, and it's very much Grinnell right now.
Zach Rosen makes his second free throw, and he is subbed out for Kingston Bristol. Seth Bunders with 12 points so far. He leads the Red Hawks today. Inbounded to Leone. Leone somehow breaks that trap, and it's going to be a foul called.
Sure.
It's on number 25, Tanner Deal. Deal out of Irvine, California, went to Pacifica Christian, a good Catholic school powerhouse in California. Bunders with a little bit of Harlem Globetrotter dribbling. Gets it to Brown. Williams.
Interesting coach.
Brown again.
Coach Finko leaves his C.J. Brown starting guard with 3 fouls out there still.
Well, Brown gives an offensive weapon. There's a righty hook from Osman that he rolls in. A nice shot from the Kimberly product.
Interesting with that much
Tanner
time left.
Deal, he doesn't miss. He doesn't miss from beyond the arc. He made 11 in a row in warm-ups.
There you go.
Now Leone's got wide open hardwood to run. Breaks the press, gets inside the arc. Brown, Osman, beyond the arc. Nothing but air.
Nope, grazed the front rim.
Maybe.
That's why it took the weird, awkward, bounce. So everyone's waiting for the theater on that. And Lord knows they're down 10. That would have been a nice one to hit.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we're not attacking the rim a little more on higher percentage shots, that we're settling everything for threes.
You saw Osman with that little baby hook shot.
I don't want to.
Colby Williams knocks it away, and it goes out of bounds. But Colby Williams read that pass nicely and got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't want to be just in a three-point shooting contest. I think Ripon has to go inside a little bit.
You say that. There's one team in all of Division III you don't want to get into a three-point shootout with. It's the Grinnell College Pioneers. They literally make their wins on three-pointers.
And it was Wartburg.
Keenan Ron disrupts that shot. Marshawn Robinson's going to come away with the defensive board. A good battle down low by the transfer from UW-Platteville. Keenan Ron from the corner. Nylon!
I'm going to guess that's his first 3 of the season, but I don't know that.
No, he's got a percentage here. Marshawn Robinson's going to come up, give it to Ron. Little give and go. Back to Robinson. Lays it up. No good, but the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
I think this is a much better approach. It suits this team better, I think. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying don't shoot threes, but up to this point, it's been pretty much just exclusive Ripon settling on the beyond the three-point line, and it worked early on. That's what gave them their first lead of the game, with Osman and Bunders in particular getting real hot on threes early on.
And this is our first look at Marshawn Robinson in a Red Hawk uniform. He looks pretty good so far. He was unable to play for the majority of the first part of the season due to academic ineligibility, but now he's got his grades back up and he is ready to go.
Nice.
And he hits both free throws to give him 4 points on the day to go along with that silky smooth buttery jumper he had earlier.
Two possession
kickball violation
deficit now.
That was a kickball on Robinson. Got a piece of the pass into the paint. It'll be Nick Lundy to inbound for the Pioneers. Rosen with it now. Kicks it out. That's Sean Murphy. Missed left. Ooh. Murphy kicks it out. Nikolic.
Good defense.
That's a 3-ball foul by Keenan Ron. That sends Sean Walzer to the line to shoot 3.
You know, they talk about one of the hardest things to do is a closeout in basketball. And Ripon, you know, one, they can just do the blow-by and use your inertia against you on that closeout. And in this case, the worst case, if you're a Ripon fan, it's fouling the three-point shooter.
Sean Walzer.
Got to check your brakes.
You fouled him on a three-point shot. He is the only man that has played legitimate minutes on Grinnell's roster, except for John Vincent, that doesn't have a three-pointer on the year.
Yep, there are, even in Grinnell, some role players.
I would argue that there's not a single leading man on the Grinnell roster. They're all role players to some degree. Anton Kildee gets it. Now it's Robinson. Newly entered into the game is Houston McKenzie, number 0 for the Redhawks. Jack Field, shot fake, three-pointer. Nylon, Jack Field with another 3-ball.
Now if he can just be strong with his
Sean Murphy gives it right back, no good. Offensive board, he's going to take another one. And he hits that one. Wow. Sean Murphy was wasting no time with his first shot attempt. Keenan Ron's going to go deep, picked off. Oh, he stepped on the line before he came it back. Nick Lundy drives, misses the reverse. Offensive board by Mikolic. That's off of Rosen's foot. Marshawn Robinson with a good pass deny. tipped it, and it went off of Rosen's foot before it went out of bounds.
Talked earlier about active hands and the half-court defense. Another example.
Just over 5 minutes left to play. 51-44, Grinnell leads.
This is key that Ripon was down by 10, and now they've got it back into a sizable.
And it's going to be going the other way. C.J. Brown.
They are struggling on the inbounds. It happened earlier in the game. The Ripon seemed to figure it out, and now with different players out there, they're struggling, Ripon, and nobody's covering the shooter.
Kingston Bristol was unguarded. Tanner Deal now kicks it. Bristol.
Wow, Ripon got lucky there.
Yes, they did. They left Bristol completely unmanned off the inbound.
Yeah, which tells you they're a little disarray defensively.
8 seconds left on the shot clock. Gabe Garcia drives with the left, is stopped. Tanner Deal, wide open three, rims out. Kingston Bristol muscles down a board.
Wow. Took it right out of Bunder's hands. Look down the court.
Williams with it. Can't just stand there with it. Can't just stand there with it. Gets his tipped away. Colby Williams just stood there with it.
Another turnover. See if Ripon can not let him score, go down and get some points themselves here with 4 minutes remaining in the first half.
Grinnell with a 9-point lead. Tanner Deal short, and a defensive board by C.J. Brown. Brown trapped by 3. Jump ball is going to be called.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. C.J. Brown has to understand they are waiting to trap me as soon as I get over that timeline. Don't give them that. Just stay on the back court, not the forecourt, until you know what you're going to do with that ball.
Yeah.
Right. But this is what the pressure does. You're not used to playing against it, and it can undress some people in a hurry. Field found out right away.
Yeah. Gets it right into Leone. Kicks it back out to Brown. The trap is immediately happening. Bunders. He's going to drive in, kicks it down to Williams, goes up with the right hand, had it rejected. Bunders throws it up. He gets fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Colby Williams had to double clutch that layup because he had 2 men right on him.
If he goes through that and doesn't double clutch, take your chances of them blocking it versus fouling you, get to the line. Bunders, nice job of sticking around right after that pass to Colby to get that
one of the
offensive putback.
Yeah, one of the first offensive rebounds that I can recall by the Red Hawks in this game.
Yeah.
And it leads to, as of right now, 1 point off a free throw. Let's see if Bunders can make both. He does, and makes it a 7-point game. 3:40 left to play in the first half. Ripon down by 7 to Grinnell. Matchup of 2 unbeaten teams in Midwest Conference play. Someone's going to walk out of here with a loss. Kai Tahuki misses the short jumper. And a foul and one by Tyler Copes off the offensive rebound.
Yeah, that'll go on Colby Williams, I believe.
Yes, it is on Colby Williams.
Reclaimed the double-digit lead under 3.5 remaining. The Pioneers, it's one thing to have to play Grinnell at home.
Yeah.
Going into Darby Gym in Grinnell, Iowa, let me tell you, it's a whole new experience. It's usually packed and extremely loud, and if you think it's tough playing them in your own home court,
imagine playing them with home field advantage.
It's a lot tougher.
Brown inbounds it right to Leone, right in the corner. He's trapped. He somehow gets away. Bunders with it now. As the second 5 coming in to be subbed in soon. Bunders, a little bit of body control, missed the layup.
Yeah, he just.
And the pass goes to no one in particular, and Brown picks it up, lays it in. All kinds of body.
Yeah,
foul's going to be on the ground.
Well,
Mikulic fouled Brown, and it wasn't called.
Right. And so now we're going to get a foul call after that contact.
And it's going to be on the ground.
I was surprised Brown did not get the call going in there, especially
all kinds of body.
A guy that's been victimized with a couple of calls. And when he finally thinks, and he did the right thing.
He did.
Attack the rim. Don't double clutch. Just attack the rim. And the defender, I think, caught it in his manhood, and that's why he's shaking up right now.
Oh, yeah, he did.
And, you
yep,
know.
I know that reaction.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If anybody that's done sports long enough, it's going to happen to you.
Yep, you've gotten hit there at least once.
Yeah,
and now Ripon's in the bonus, so it'll send Colby Williams to the charity stripe.
He's got to tie his right shoelace.
Makes the first one. I think those shoes are tied. I think it's just a long lace.
You got to cut that.
Misses the second one. 9-point lead for the Pioneers. 3 minutes to play here in the first half.
Right now, you just got to think, right, if I'm Ripon.
Rosen, deep three ball.
Yeah, if I'm Ripon,
Nylon.
if I can get it within single digits at halftime.
And they still can. It's only a 12-point lead. McKenzie.
There you go. Get it to him right away.
Oh, and Kildee never even got his hands on the ball.
Yeah, what happened was he's trying to spot up for a three, and the pass was leading him more to the baseline. That happens in transitional basketball, especially when you got, once again, a lot of new players for the first time facing this. Houston McKenzie out there right now.
Those are his first meaningful minutes here. Marshawn Robinson guarding Kingston Bristol. Garcia now guarded by Field. Kicks it out. Tanner Deal. Loose ball foul down by John Vincent. Whoa. We got a little bit of a brouhaha going down low between Vincent and Robinson.
The issue on that possession was Grinnell had a mismatch. They didn't see it. Field was trying to guard Gabe, and we had Houston McKenzie trying to guard their big down low. And and that was good news for Ripon that they didn't exploit that.
Yeah. Houston McKenzie's going to go to the line after the loose ball foul on John Vincent. And John Vincent was pleading his case the whole way down. It was blatantly obvious that on the loose ball, he pushed McKenzie down to the ground. I don't know what he's arguing about. Ooh, a little toilet flusher from McKenzie to make his first. Cut the lead to 11. Under 2.5 to play. And he hits the second one. So Houston McKenzie with his first 2 points. Oh, I was wrong. He's got a few points too. My bad. 10-point game. Grinnell leads. 2:20 left to play. Garcia lines up an open three, and he hits it. The Red Hawks are just giving him way too many looks.
They did a double down screen, and Ripon sank, and he got no help over the top. And that's what
Brown
happened.
gets it into Leone. Quickly back to Brown. Down low to Williams. Goes up with the right hand, misses, and John Vincent can't grab the board and throws it out of bounds. And Vincent is arguing with David Arsenault Jr. He is none too pleased. Neither is happy with the other. Kind of wish I didn't have the headset on so I could hear what they're saying. I bet it's pretty funny. Bunders with it now. Osman in the corner. Pass is stolen away. Now Leone coming down. That's Carson DeBrule with the bucket.
If you're standing flat-footed waiting to receive a pass, that's oftentimes not a good thing in a game like this.
Bunders driving.
Block.
Glassed.
Nice block.
By Tyler Copes. He averages 3 blocks a game for the Pioneers.
Got a minute and a half here till half.
And he traveled with it.
Boy, that lane opened up so big for him. He got excited like a 10-year-old on Christmas morning.
Took about 3 steps before he moved.
Feet. Yeah, he was running in place before that ball hit the floor.
He had to pull a Wile E. Coyote. He powered up the run.
Brown doing a good job of getting those 3 fouls and staying clean since.
He had Leone on an early inbound. Now they're going to get it to him. Bunders.
You got to make yourself available.
You got to get him over.
Oh, no. Leone cannot sit there and wait for the ball against a double. He's got to make himself available with an angle that Bunders can get that pass to him. If you look like you're hailing a cab on a long cross-court pass, you're playing right into that pressing defense of the Pioneers.
It'll be Nick Lundy to inbound. Gets it into Rosen.
Yeah, they're trying to do that down screen again to free up the three-point shooter, and then he'll just roll over. Good defense.
Sean Murphy from downtown misses. C.J. Brown on the ground for the board. Jump ball is going to be called.
It'll go to
It's going to stay with Grinnell.
Yep.
15-point game. 54 seconds left to play here in the half.
I'm tired.
I am too. I woke up this morning with a sore throat and knew it wouldn't be fun. A lot of talking going on during this game, and it has to be. Rosen with it. Now guarded by Williams. Kicks it to Tahuki. He's going to line one up over Osman. Misses.
And that's
Colby
a
Williams
foul
on a
Williams.
loose ball foul.
Yep, and he did. The kid bothered him, and Williams, instead of just ignoring it, used his hands to push him off. Made him uncomfortable. That'll be his third foul. So you got 3 starters with 3 fouls for Ripon. They're trailing.
Rosen.
They're trailing by 15 right now. You're getting critical mass. You're down by, if you go in down by something close to 20 at the half, you've dug yourself a big hole if you're Ripon.
Well, the Red Hawks still may have 2 more shots left in this half with how fast Grinnell plays. Rosen missed his first free throw, and he makes his second one.
16-point deficit now. Ripon's never really gotten real comfortable on that inbounds.
Michael Osman with a quick handoff to Brown. They
Yep.
break half court. Brown goes up and hammered down by Copes.
Weak side rotated over for the swap.
Copes is averaging 3 blocks a game. He's out of Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas.
Yeah, including him.
Indeed. Grinnell's going to just run down the clock as much as they can. Rosen now with Brown on him, down low,
wide
and
open.
swatted away by Williams. So Copes gets rejected on himself. And that could send some momentum into the half for Colby Williams as Gabe Garcia checks in for the big man. Colby Williams timed that perfectly. That was some of the best defense I've seen him play all year.
$12 seconds.
5 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, 5 seconds is like, with this team, is nothing.
Yeah. Bristol inbounds it. They got 4 seconds. 3, 2.
And a foul.
He baited Bunders to jump with him, and he jumped on him.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. What a smart play by that Grinnell guard. Got Bunders up in the air and just waited for him to come down and get to the line. It couldn't have been much on that shot clock either.
No, there wasn't.
When Bunders left his feet.
Gabe Garcia misses the free throw, though, so this could be good for the Red Hawks.
A game like this, that's Bunders' first foul. It's very, very good job by him.
He also leads the Red Hawks in scoring with 14 at the half. And Garcia misses both. Offensive foul's going to be called. I don't know who it's on. It's going to be on number 10, Gabe Garcia. So the Red Hawks are going to send a man to the line. It's going to be C.J. Brown to shoot 2 free throws here. Hopefully they can break the 50-point mark before the half and come into the locker room with a tad bit of momentum. Brown makes his first. Robinson checked into the game. Robinson has played very well so far.
Yeah, you could tell he's strong with the ball. This type of game definitely complements his style of play.
Yes. Quick inbound. Rosen's going to pick it up. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, short. Thunders with it. Throws one up. And over the backboard. So, almost a full game played and a half, Martin.
Yeah. I think just for what we saw in the first half here, it's about just if we were to have the stats, it's going to see the story's going to be in turnovers.
Yeah.
And then how many points they are converting from Ripon turnovers into points.
Yeah.
But that's the issue is not being strong with the ball, and it's really hurting the Redhawks right now.
So the Redhawks are going to go into the locker room down by 14 to the Grinnell College Pioneers. Don't go anywhere. Score is 65-51 on the Ripon channel. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with the second half of basketball. Welcome back to the Wilmore Center and the Weiske Gymnasium. We got the second half of basketball coming here for you soon. But until then, Grinnell leads 65-51 over the Redhawks. And Martin, what are the keys for Ripon in the second half to get back into this basketball game?
You got to be strong with the ball. That coming into the game, anybody playing Grinnell has to preach that. Coach talked about it in pregame. Being strong with the ball means good decision making. Dribbles, passes, meet the ball on the pass. Don't stand flat-footed and wait for it, especially against pressure defense by the Pioneers. So that's the first thing. You have to cut out all the mistakes Ripon made in the first half. You got to minimize those to give yourself a chance. And then the other thing is in transition, you have to understand who's in the best position to receive the ball to attack the basket. Is it Osman in terms of setting up for a three, or is it somebody running down the lane and breaking to the basket and you can lead them?
Yeah.
But so it all comes down to execution with the basketball and protecting it, valuing it, and because right now, if we had stats, we're having a little technical difficulties today. If we had those stats, that would tell the story.
Yeah.
And then what has Grinnell done? The other question I would have is not just how many turnovers does Ripon have or steals does Grinnell have, but how many points has Grinnell converted off of those mistakes by the Redhawks? And that tells the story.
And the
other thing I would add to that, Crete, is when we're in our half-court offense, there's a little bit of indecision on the pick and rolls with the ball screens.
Yeah.
And Ripon ends up guarding two guys on one, and unfortunately the shooter's getting too good a look on those three balls because I dare say they're probably shooting pretty good as a percentage today on the three ball. They've had games where they have not, Grinnell.
They started out hot.
Yeah.
And Ripon did as well, and we were talking about it off air. You said that Ripon might have fallen in love with the three ball when they had that stretch of 4 consecutive possessions in a row that ended with a three.
Yeah.
And you can't just fall for shooting the long ball. You
Right.
got to be able to work the shot. The Redhawks will start with the ball, though, in the second half as Leone gets it off the inbound. Quick to the middle, and they break the press.
Good job. Now they're going to trap you on that timeline.
Wonders moves. Pass is intercepted by Sean Walzer. Gabe Garcia drives in, kicks it out. Kingston Bristol wide open, misses. Rebound to Seth Blunders. Colby Williams needs to be a bit stronger on the boards.
Yeah, that should have been his rebound.
C.J. Brown from downtown, short.
All right, had a good look. Now you want to stop that dribble drive if you can.
Garcia kicks it. That's Nick Lundy. Now he drives in. Misses, and it's going to be thrown out of bounds by Tyler Copes.
Yeah, that was a good job by Osman on defense. He flattened out Garcia with the ball, gave a chance for his Red Hawk defenders to get in position.
Grinnell quickly in with their new 5. Brown to inbound.
Yep. Less than
Blunders coming in.
40 seconds into the second half.
Oh, come up. Someone's got to come up the baseline, or sideline, I should say. Osman. Gets it to Brown at the elbow, short jumper, nylon.
And that's a
there
shot.
You go. That's the kind of shot you want.
Well, and particularly if there's any guy on this team that loves that 15-footer.
Mikolich, wide open, nylon.
Yeah.
See, that's what you can't do.
What happens is when you trail the play like that, everybody forgets the trailer, and then you set the table for him.
Some would call it the reverse of cherry picking.
Yeah, really. 3 on 2.
Osman is going to take it to the rack, goes up with the right hand, misses. Colby Williams knocked
Kept
away from him. Seth Blunders with the righty floater puts it up and in.
Good job by Williams. He didn't get the board, but he kept it alive for Blunders to reel it in and come away with a deuce.
Williams knocked it up, and then it got knocked away by a Grinnell player. Zach Rosen thought about the 3, but Williams put a hand in his face to deny him. Rosen still with it.
Here comes the ball screen. And then
Williams
they stay with
stays with it. Kick to the corner. That's Sean Murphy. Misses. Rebound to C.J. Brown.
Now that's a
foul's going to go. Foul's going to go on Grinnell. That was number 11, Kai Tahuki.
Possession is 9/10 of the law, and by that Brown came down with a rebound. You have to allow that person to come down, and it wasn't deliberate.
It wasn't.
It was just some of those excuse me fouls we talked about earlier on Grinnell.
Williams has got to move without the ball. He basically, essentially, it was like a It was like a rook in chess. You moved sideways, but you didn't move forward. You didn't make any progression with that pass. Bunders from the elbow. Short. He grabs his own rebound off a miss. Osman from beyond the arc. Nylon! Michael Osman with a 3-ball, and the Red Hawks have cut it down to a 10-point game.
Well, what Ripon is doing to start this half, they're getting a little more active on the glass, keeping rebounds alive, going to the Ripon
Gabe
guys.
Garcia is going to take a 3 and misses everything, knocked out of bounds by Osman. Number 24, Luca Pinto, had it in his hands, and it was knocked out by Osman.
I was wondering if Coach was going to do this today, 5 for 5 with the Red Hawks.
And it seems to have worked.
And,
this second 5 has played very well.
And, yeah, well, and now they got 20 minutes under their belt.
Yeah.
Not just seeing this type of basketball, but playing with one another as well. Yeah.
Anton Kildee to guard the inbound. Now, Tahuki guarded by Jack Field. He's going to shoot one over Field. Misses, and Keenan Ron with the board.
Yeah, nice
Quick gets
board.
it to Lee. He's going to break the press. Kildee. Field to the corner.
Good close by the defense.
Pass is knocked away. Saved, and now Grinnell going the other way. That's Tahuki. Kicks it out.
Nice.
3-ball. No good.
Nice
Rebound
job.
to Grinnell. Marshawn Robinson all over on the shot contest.
Well,
misses another one. Keenan Ron was grabbed before he went to that board.
Marshawn Robinson, great job. Yeah.
And he just dropped that pass out of bounds.
Yep, it's the hurry-up style. This is
and Marshawn Robinson's telling himself he's got to slow down.
There's nothing quite like it. Nothing quite like
the one thing that my parents and my coaches always told me when I was playing basketball, you can't move with the ball until you have the ball in your hand, and that was just what Robinson was trying to do. He was trying to do a little too much before he caught it.
Yeah, it sounds like football too, doesn't it?
Can't move with the ball if you don't already have the ball. Pass is going to go out of bounds. That's a turnover by Nikolic. And quickly, the starting 5 back in for the Red Hawks.
I'll tell you, it makes management of personnel a lot easier, too, for the Ripon coaching staff, I got to believe, also. And then you can talk to the group that's out there when they're all on they're all on the bench. You can talk to them. As a coach, make your points. Nice job by Osman splitting the double team with the dribble.
C.J. Brown with a 3-ball. Nylon! C.J. Brown and the Red Hawks have cut the lead to single digits.
Yeah, it's been a while. Midway through the first half since that happened.
Walzer
Good
gets
hand.
it stripped away by Brown. Gets it right back, though. Now Rosen guarded by Osman.
Got a mismatch, and that's what happens. And that's what you have to switch the ball screens, right? Because if you don't, you're going to be late to the party. And when you did, you get the mismatches, and Grinnell knows how to attack.
Leone dribbles through a trap.
Oh, Williams need to go right down to the block right away. Make that defender commit.
Kick to the corner. Osman. Blocked by the side of the backboard.
Yeah, nice defensive play. Ooh, little push off there.
Walzer's going to go up and lays it in off the glass. So as soon as the Red Hawks got back within single digits, the Pioneers quickly grow their lead to 11. Oh, he got hit right as he was shooting.
Yeah.
They're going to call it on the ground, though.
Yeah.
And you can tell exactly.
It's close.
Grinnell
it's deliberately.
Grinnell deliberately fouls at times just to get their new 5
Absolutely, that's part of their game. And this is how they practice too. I remember talking to Arsenault, the father, years ago, and this is the way they practice. I mean, can you imagine their practices?
Oh. It's got to create some sort of dislike if you're just getting fouled on purpose. Quickly, Leone fakes a shot. Oh, he was wide open.
Yeah, but
there.
he lost his rhythm that opportunity.
Leone gets it into Brown. Dumped down to Williams. Goes up. Fouled. Colby Williams got hit hard by Kingston
I'm just
Bristol.
glad to see Williams go up.
Yeah.
Not hesitate, not double pump, attack, and get a whistle. And that's
what happened. You can see in Williams's mannerisms when he goes up for something like that. He wants to throw it down with 2 hands, and I think he's just a little bit frustrated that he's always got 2 men on him. He can't. He can easily go over 1 man with 2 hands. He leaves his first free throw short. And they're going to abandon any men down low on the lane just so they don't get beat on a cherry pick down the court. Williams makes the second one. So Williams is 2 for 4 on free throws today.
Got it down to 10-point deficit. The home team does.
Gabe Garcia kicks it. Tanner Deal to Kingston.
We are late on our rotations.
Bristol drilled that one from the corner.
The help defense is just
Leone's
a little
gotta
late.
Gotta go. He could have broken the press right there. Williams with it. Now drives. Kicks it back out. That's a risky pass to make in this sort of offensive scheme. Osman with it.
Keep moving that ball.
Leone with it now. He can drive right in. Little righty floater. Puts it in.
He's got a nice shot. He doesn't shoot enough, in my opinion. Ooh, nice job.
Bunders is going to get called for the foul across the wrist.
They got such a smooth, crafty way of setting their players up for shots, you know. And you know, if you're practicing like that all the time in Darby Gym at home, and there's nothing, it's not spontaneous. It's the way they play all the time, and they get used to it. There you go.
Jack Field's going to come up and throws it down with two hands. Jack Field energizes the Weisky Gymnasium crowd here.
Gets it back
and
down
cuts
to
it
9.
down to 9.
Can they get a stop?
Robinson guarded Tahuki well and forced the miss. And Jack Field with the rebound, and now Robinson
there
bringing
you
it
go.
up. Kilty kicks. Field drives in from the free throw line. Nylon. What a transitional basket by Jack Field.
Right, they seem to be minimizing the mistakes, and then
Carson DeBrule with it, the handoff to Tahuki. And Marshawn Robinson doing quite a good job so far guarding the Pioneers' leading scorer.
That was a moving ball screen.
Yeah,
if
it
you
was.
ask me. No doubt about it on number 2.
Kildy on Tahuki now. Kicks.
Nice steal.
Ripped away by Robinson. Wow, he is all over the floor. He's going to drive in, throws it up. No good. Keenan run. Oh! Misses the offensive putback.
I'm not so sure that was not a pass from Robinson off the glass. Honest to gosh.
Look at Robinson. He's all over everyone right now. He's all over him like white on rice. Knocked away. Down on the floor. Look at Robinson. Kicks. DeBrule with it now. Handed off. That's a 3-ball.
I'll tell you.
Short.
Don't you love the way that was off Robinson? Don't you love the way this group
Yes.
right now? And
Yes.
and Robinson is the catalyst.
Yes, he is.
And when you play like that, it's one thing to talk about it, 50-50 balls, and you're going to be the winner every time.
Something just
as a
happened.
coach.
Something
I
just
know,
happened
I know.
down there.
We'll let him figure it out. And then, but what's so nice is that it's so infectious, and you can see how that energy picks up with his teammates. So give a lot of credit to Robinson. I mean, nobody loves that more.
Something's going to happen here.
Yeah, right. We just got to wait and see.
44. So something happened with Robinson. Arsenal looks personally offended for some reason. And clapping from the Ripon bench, I don't think anything's going to happen here.
Well, I don't know.
2 fouls.
Yeah, Robinson had the foul, the common foul that we knew.
That's a technical foul on Kai Tahuki. That's his second. He's out of the game.
Yeah.
So the Pioneers' leading scorer is now out of the game with his second technical, and he's got to leave Weisky Gymnasium.
Yeah. And because that's why that was that silly offsetting technicals, even though nothing comes of it in terms of shooting technicals when that happened, but it was offsetting. It stays as a technical on that player. And
it does.
And like you just said, he's out.
Oh. And the Pioneers are trying to fire themselves up.
Sure, you play the victim card for
and
yourself.
And now Vincent, now that should be at least a warning. Vincent's pointing out and calling out the Grinnell bench, or the Red Hawk bench. So it'll send Nick Lundy to the line to shoot 2. Makes it. I'm telling you, if there were more Grinnell fans, this could be getting chippy in the bleachers right now. Just seems like it's got that kind of energy. Misses the second free throw.
Good
and
box
what
out
a box out by
Robinson.
Marshawn Robinson.
Yeah.
Oh,
a little behind
I think
him.
Fields wanted an alley-oop. Robinson beyond the arc. Short.
We're gonna get the
and
silly
Jack Field
swipe.
with a silly swiping.
And it is. You got to be disciplined. I mean, you played a half. You know what's going on out here. Don't make it easy. And fundamentally, when you're going for a steal, you don't come over the top. You come from underneath or the side. You got to be disciplined.
Eight-point game.
Yeah, they're working too hard, Ripon, to make those kinds of mistakes here. Oh, nice take, but.
And battling for it, Keenan Ron's going to come down with the board, and now they got some numbers. And Field stops with the ball.
Well, he
Robinson with it. Free throw line jumper, nylon from Marshawn Robinson. All over the floor, and it's a 6-point game. And now you have to look at what's going to happen here with what David Arsenault Jr. is going to do. He's got his leading scorer on the bench out of the game.
Gabe Garcia averages the same, so you got to think that Garcia is going to be a part
Stolen
of this.
away by Robinson and fouled by Zach Rosen.
Smart foul because it would have been a one-on-none by Slamma-Jamma. Nice job. Energy and desire is what we're seeing here from.
That's Rosen's fourth foul.
Marshawn Robinson.
Third foul. I'm sorry.
So watch Gabe. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to keep our eyes on Gabe Garcia, who averages also 16 points a game.
Deal, Bristol, Garcia,
6-point
Pinto,
deficit.
and Vincent into the game for the Pioneers.
12 minutes left in this game here.
Robinson kicks it. Kildee from the corner. Fouled. And he's going to go to the line. If that would have been a 4-point play, oh, baby, that would have shifted the momentum entirely. But an opportunity for three from the charity stripe now.
Nice job of chiseling back into this game in the first 8 minutes of the second half. Ripon's done a great job, and the catalyst for that, without question, has been Marshawn Robinson on both ends, primarily defensively and rebounding, and getting his teammates to also get a spark.
Yeah. And now a timeout's going to be taken by David Arsenault, a 30-second.
So through Ripon taking care of the ball in the first several minutes of the second half and converting points, higher percentage shots closer to the basket, they've now played themselves back into this contest. And we got less than 12 minutes to find out what's going to happen. But you and I are now being treated to a heck of a game right now.
The second half is always a better half.
A lot of theater. You don't see players get technicals and knocked out of games very often. So that's just the one aspect that's you don't see here in this gymnasium. And it comes back to that first silly technical to start the game when they were offsetting by Taihuki for Grinnell, and then I believe it was our very own number 20, I think, right?
Kildee was the one who got the technical,
Yeah.
and he's going to be shooting 2 more free throws after he made the first one. Makes the second one, cuts it to a 4-point game.
I talked
if
earlier,
Kildee would have made that 3.
Kildee's playing himself into more minutes on the floor here for sure.
Makes all 3, and it's a 3-point game with under 12 minutes to play.
I like Coach Finko putting Robinson on the ball, too, on the best shooter for them.
Oh, he had his hands on the ball.
Oh, wow.
Come on.
Woo. If you're going to call that, you call it right away. He was tied up.
It started getting a little chippy, and the refs have decided to not let him play as much.
It's the same ref, actually. I've been watching. Here we go. It's a game.
Inbounded to Bristol. Keenan Ron on him. Dumped down low. Now Garcia with it. Drives in.
He's going to call that reach around.
Oh, come on.
He's calling a high school game right now.
He didn't even touch him.
Well, my point is, if you look at the style defensively that Grinnell plays, I don't know why you would call that.
Yeah.
Because, you know why? Because you could see it. It was a little bit slower when Ripon had the ball.
And you notice what's happening now. He's only subbing 4 in. He's keeping Robinson on the floor. You have to keep a guy like him on the floor right now.
And just
he's going to guard the inbounder, Tanner Deal.
And we'll see how many more gallons of gas Gabe Garcia has for the Pioneers, too, with his shooting
Look
abilities.
at Robinson. He has him inbounded to the guy they didn't want to get it. That was Pinto. Now Garcia drives.
Nice finish.
And lays it in.
Talk about a guy with Robinson barreling down on him, keeping his eyes on the rim and finishing.
And also
Good job.
Timeout by Coach Finko. That's a full timeout.
Yeah, I don't know what they got left for timeouts. May
They
not
got
have had
4.
a choice.
They got 4.
Okay. And it is a full. Wow. So we got the Red Hawks, a little over 11 minutes remaining, trailing in this game. They were down by as many as, I'm not
15.
sure. At least 16, but yeah, right in that area. And they chiseled it down here to a 2-possession game.
And they did exactly what we were talking about before the second half started. They were working their possessions and getting their more high percentage looks.
Yeah.
And they built right back into this game off of that.
Well, and they're not, frankly, they're not turning it over nearly as much as they did before. And a big part of that on both ends of what we're talking about is number 44. Robinson defensively took his teammates to another level with intensity, because you have to play with intensity against this style of ball. And then offensively, I think they squared things away out in the locker room at halftime, probably talking about, guys, if we're just going to settle for threes, we don't have a chance at a W today. And then, like you said, with the leading scorer, you got 2 16-point guys that average for Grinnell. One of them is out with double technicals. That helps Ripon for obvious
Brown
reasons.
to inbound.
There you go.
He's
There you
pass
go.
it over. He's got Osman.
Keep going in.
Stops it and holds it.
He had nothing there.
Bunders with it now. Robinson, corner. Brown going to take the mid-range. Short. Marshawn Robinson with the offensive board. Osman almost had the open 3 there.
Yeah.
Robinson, you got to move with it. Brown.
Nice.
Nylon. C.J. Brown.
C.J. Brown stays weak side. As soon as the ball came over to the opposite wing, he hits the lane and was wide open. Good find.
Rosen with it, guarded by Bunders. Now Williams switches on to him. Good job by Williams up there. Almost tied him up. Sean Murphy with it now. Kicks it down low.
No. They're going to go Bunders on the foul. Boy, if you become a ball watcher and you don't know where the other bad guys are moving without the ball, you can get in trouble in a hurry, and that's what happened to Bunders. That's should be Bunders. I don't know if he even has 3. That might be, it's
on Osman.
Oh, interesting, because the reach was on Bunders. Here we go. That's his second only on Osman.
Misses the free throw, and Robinson comes down with it. Williams knocked it away.
Keep going.
Kick, Bunders.
Good job, Grinnell, because they're used to this, right, when they're practicing.
Robinson from the free throw line kicks it down to Williams. Gets it right back to Robinson. He thought about the 3.
Well, he expected Kobe to go up and attack the rim, and when he didn't, it threw him off.
And Robinson threw a pretty quick pass down low. I don't think Williams was expecting the pass to get there as quick. 10 minutes left to play. Ripon down by 3.
Nice.
Drives in. That's Sean Walzer with the bucket. 5-point lead now for the Pioneers. Thrown across the court. Osman to Robinson. Driving in.
Oh, there's a foul.
Fouled.
Yeah, and they
Fouled
do.
by Walzer.
And that's what they do. They deliberately foul you. They do it in a way that you're hoping maybe the ref won't call it because you're not reaching. When you reach, reaching looks like, if it looks like a foul on a reach, it is a foul, even if you don't hit them.
Yeah.
Five for 5.
Robinson makes his first.
Coach Arsenault, he's fine. They lost one of their leading scorers, but he's fine with his rotation. He's got guys.
Oh, and he missed the second one. It should be 76-80. The scoreboard still hasn't changed.
Got to watch him. Get your arms up.
Sean Murphy from 3. No good. Bunders rebound.
Go. Robinson. Yep, nothing there. They do such a good job of
out.
getting back.
It's going to be out.
Boy, they just take away what looks like Ripon might have an opportunity on a bust out. Grinnell, just a great job of getting back almost every time and denying that opportunity. Wow.
Robinson with it. Now to Bunders. Kicks it out. Leone. Osman from downtown.
Good shot. Nothing you can do about it. You got what we wanted. See if you can get, did he got another stop in him? If you're Ripon, can you stop him? Getting down to below 9 minutes here shortly. Get those big, long arms, that sleeve length out there.
That was a walk. Murphy, 3. No good. Put back by Tyler Copes. Robinson now.
Go.
Bunders. Or no, that's Osman. Fouled. That's going to be a foul on Tyler Copes.
Best thing that
He
can
hit him
happen.
across the face.
Yeah, the best thing that can happen is to get to the bonus if you're Ripon.
They're already at 7, or the Pioneers are already at 8 fouls.
And that's big.
Oh, it was on Sean Murphy, his first. It's going to send Michael Osman to the line. Now, I could be wrong. Did Robinson miss both of his free throws?
Yes.
Oh, he did. Okay. I thought he made the first one.
75% free throw shooter.
Osman makes his first. Osman averaging 13 points a game on the year, leading scorer for the Red Hawks. Tonight, he's got 13 with that last free throw. Looking to make it 14 here. 5-point game. Robinson makes both, and C.J. Brown checks him in.
Osman will get a final break over on the sidelines, get some water.
Marshawn Robinson also getting a break over on the sidelines.
And they'll load up for the final stretch in this game in about 2 minutes.
There's the shot. Short.
And their hustle on the offensive glass right now.
John Vincent.
Ripon's got to find a way to deny them. They got to get back to that one and done.
That was a foul on Jack Field, his third, and it'll send John Vincent to the line, who's a 50% free throw shooter. Misses, and Field with the rebound.
Come to the ball.
With all the celebrating that Vincent was doing to make it to the line, you would think he might actually make a free throw.
There you go.
Kildee with it now.
Nice find.
Field from beyond the arc. Nylon, he banked it in.
Banked it. You got to smile.
He banked it in.
You got to smile, man. It's a 2-point deficit now for the Ripon.
Garcia drives in. Oh, Lee had all ball. All ball, and he stripped it out of his hands, and they called a foul.
Yeah, they did. Foul goes on Landon Lee, the freshman out of Marshfield. He was one of the guys I was watching
Garcia's
Coach recruit.
first shot makes it.
He's
3-point game.
You see that Landon Lee's built like a bulldog, like a football player.
(83-80). Grinnell leads. 8:05 left to play in this ball game. Ripon was trailing by as much as 15 in the first half. Sean Murphy checks in. It'll be Keenan Ron to inbound.
There you go.
Field comes into it, gets it to Brown. Brown
There
with
you
it,
go.
drives in with the right hand. A whole lot of contact right in front of a ref with no call. Tyler Copes kicks it out. Rosen. That's Sean Murphy wide open, misses, rebound to Keenan Ron. They got numbers. They got numbers. C.J. Brown kicks it out. Ron, Kildee down baseline. Field. Lee's pass was tipped.
Yeah, good idea by the freshman, but it's just too much real estate.
It's going to be going the other way. Ripon's ball.
The good news is after Ripon's turnover, no harm because they turned it over themselves on the other end. So a lot of action without any scoring. It's a 4-point deficit for Ripon. Below 7.5 minutes of this thriller, I guess, is where
this
we're
is
at.
a thriller.
Remember, neither team with the conference loss this early in the season. 2-0 Ripon taking on the 3-0 Pioneers here today. Don't forget we have women's action following about 30 minutes right after this contest. head coach Lauren Buzalaki off to a really fine start this season with her Lady Redhawks, and they'll be taking on a formidable Grinnell program in their own right. They got some shooters as well, Grinnell does.
Don't go anywhere. The pregame show will start shortly after the conclusion of this one. Don't turn the channel.
I don't think I'd be surprised if you were talking to these refs, having dinner with them, asking them how they feel about officiating this type of a game. I'd be surprised if they said they look, oh wow, yeah, we look forward to it. Because at this pace, with all this activity and all this pressing and half-court trapping,
there just seems to be a lot of ticky-tack calls.
All you can do is manage it. You're not going to get all the fouls for sure. You can only manage it.
There just seems to be a lot of ticky-tack calls right now at this point in the game. A lot of reaches, a lot of swipes that they're calling that in the first half they were letting go. John Vincent is trying to hype up his bench. He is not making any friends in Ripon. He's been playing the victim all game.
All right.
It'll be Leone to inbound. Gets it into Osman. Quickly to Bunders. He's got a man behind him. He's got to watch out.
Yep, he's got his head on a swivel.
Leone with it at the top of the key. Marshawn Robinson back into the game for the Red Hawks.
Oh, yeah.
Robinson down to Bunders. Short jumper. Makes it in off the glass.
Yeah, in, out, in. Nice. All right, 7 minutes.
2-point game.
Yeah.
Gabe Garcia throws it to Vincent, guarded by Williams. Good defense by Colby Williams against John Vincent. Ooh,
yeah.
We had Robinson on the deep throw.
That was a long throw.
Osman with it. Elbow jumper, misses, and Marshawn Robinson almost came all the way down onto the other side of the basket to grab an offensive board. Tanner Deal with a long three. Wow.
All the shots now are just so much more magnified because we're winding down in the game.
Robinson with it now. Leone.
Ay.
Stolen away.
Uh-oh.
And a wide open Gabe Garcia. And the Pioneers have opened up a quick 7-point lead.
That pressure once again.
It got to the Red Hawks. Now Osman bringing it up.
Still got lots of time at 6 minutes. A lot of time.
Bunders with it now. Quick to Robinson. Fouled by Gabe Garcia. I tell you, Robinson has taken a couple of jumpers in the game from the free throw line, hasn't missed. And then he's taken jumpers after the whistle blows. He doesn't miss from the free throw line as he goes to the free throw line right now. The +1 will be in effect. 9 fouls on both teams in the half. The bonus will be in effect at the next call. Robinson with an interesting free throw routine. He doesn't dribble or spin the ball like most players do. He gets it, sets, and shoots, and he misses the second one. So a 6-point lead for the Pioneers after Robinson's free throw. Mikulic with the screen.
Now they got him in the switch.
Sean Murphy, quick release. No good. Battered around. A nice acrobatic layup by Sean Murphy.
It was.
Colby Williams hit the glass something fierce on that one. Oh, what are we doing? Knocked away by Bunder. And a foul called on Seth Bunders. Eight-point game, 5:16 left to play. It's going to send Nick Courtney to the line to shoot.
That'll be Leone's first foul, hard to believe, first foul of the game.
Courtney misses the first free throw. The Red Hawks are a 3 and a layup away from being right back into this ball game. And a couple of defensive, What they need right now are good offensive possessions followed by quality stops on defense. Makes the second one to open up a 9-point lead. Robinson gets it in and gets it right back. Cross-court pass. Brown with it now. Bunders, open 3 ball. Short. Offensive board by Marshawn Robinson, and he lays it in.
Beautiful.
Wow. Marshawn Robinson.
What instincts.
He saw it coming the whole way. Almost knocked away by Bunders. Now he's going to get the steal. Williams comes up with it.
Get it to him. Oh, we had Robinson.
Now he's got him in the corner. Ooh, he thought about one.
Could have got him that ball sooner.
Robinson, he's open. Short.
Good shot.
Kobe Williams almost came up with the offensive board.
4.5 minutes.
Throws one up, no good. Rebound to Williams.
Nice job. Good defense by Robinson. Bothered him to miss the shot.
Yes, he did. Marshawn Robinson, unlimited battery. Oh.
Going to
Kick
call
ball.
kick wide left. The field goal is no good. Ripon's going to insert 4 players.
I bet dollars to donuts that Robinson's the one staying out there. Dang, I lost dollars to donuts.
Yeah, it'll be Brown. Brown's the one that just came in a couple of minutes ago.
Brown, Kildee, Lee, Ron, and Field. You got 2 3-point shooters out there in Kildee and Field. Oh! A nudge on a back pedal, and he falls over, and the ref falls for it. Grinnell's theater program really does produce stars.
Huh.
Landon Lee guarding Gabe Garcia. Test for the freshman.
Good defense by Lee.
That had to be 5 seconds. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Kick out. That's Bristol wide open. Misses long. Rebound to C.J. Brown. Gets it to Landon Lee. Lee trying to break the press.
Whoa.
Jack Field gets it. Keenan Ron to the corner. Kildee. Back to Ron. C.J. Brown at the top of the key. Kildee.
Come to the ball. Don't step away. Might get a foul. Get to the line. They're going for steals.
Marshawn Robinson's coming back into this ball game. Oh, nope, I was wrong. He was just getting some stick on his shoes. Just under 3.5 left. 7-point game. Lee takes it in. 7 seconds on the shot clock. 2-pointer from Brown. Nylon. 5-point game now.
Approaching 3 minutes. Got to stop dribble drive penetration.
Rosen with it now.
Lee doing a nice job on the ball.
Knocked away by Lee and a steal.
Nice job by the freshman. Nobody coming to him.
Kick to the corner. Kildee.
Hit
Blocked
the
by the
side.
side of the backboard.
Yeah. He's a lefty, isn't he, on that
Yep,
shot? Yeah,
yep.
that didn't help him.
Travel. Should have been a travel. Now that's Lundy from the corner. Short. Field with the rebound.
2.5 minutes. Ripon down by 5. And the ball.
Got to break that press. You got to break that press. There you go. Gets it down. Kildee goes up, and he was right. He was covered by 2, and he had Keenan Ron wide open in the corner.
Got blocked from behind.
Williams, Osman, Bunders, and Robinson are going to be the 4 that are going to get checked in.
What a difference. And once again, Marshawn Robinson being the catalyst here for the Redhawks of basically opening up a huge oil drum of energy for the whole team to play off of. And, because we said at halftime looking at this, we're going, hey, right now, the pace of this game has Grinnell scoring maybe 130, possibly more. And then with the better ball efficiency and management, not turning it over as much as the first half by Ripon, and then just taking what the defense gives you in terms of attacking the rim. They climbed themselves right back in here, and it appears right now, unless it turns into garbage points and free throws and fouls and so forth down the stretch of the last 2 minutes, that they're going to keep them below their 100, and I think it's 119 points they average per. 116 points they average per game.
You were talking about the pace they were on. They were on pace for 130, but an interesting tidbit: they've played 3 games in the Midwest Conference so far this year. The most they scored was 104 in their win against Beloit.
Yeah.
Their last 2 games versus Cornell and Illinois College.
Yeah. And
94 and 92 respectively.
And we know why, because who has more familiarity with the Grinnell style of play than fellow conference teams?
Yeah.
And so there you go. But the ones that haven't never faced it when they're playing some of these non-conference schools, that's where it goes nuts.
That's when you get into the 140s, 150s,
like I
160s.
said, with their 2 losses, they lost by virtue of the 3 ball. McAllister shot 53% from the 3 and 56 from the floor to beat Grinnell. And then Wartburg College did just the opposite. They scored 84 points in the paint and only attempted 11 threes, 11 threes in the whole game. It only made 2. So
Grinnell with it. They lead by 5. The 2-minute warning approaching soon.
So they're pulling the ball out a little bit, working shot clock here.
Yep.
Realizing that now that clock is the enemy of Ripon.
Rosen, 3 ball.
That's
nylon.
huge. That was huge.
They got to go now.
They lulled Ripon to sleep a little bit with that and got caught. Big basket there. Huge basket.
Now Ripon can't really hold it as much as they want to.
No, they've gone to a zone. They're in a 2-3 zone. Good call by Coach
Robinson
Arsenault.
beyond the arc. Long.
You're going to have to get up on him. Yep, Robinson figured it out. I'm going to get up on my man.
Now they're going to trap. Rosen.
And I think if there's anybody that's used to being trapped, it's Grinnell in practice. Coach Finkel is inserting this 3-point shooter, number 42, Jack Field. He realizes now the situation dictates what's necessary for the players he's going to put back out on the court. That 3 ball just moments ago
that hurt.
was huge, absolutely huge. And then, like I said, Coach Arsenault, good idea. Take the air out of the ball a little bit, work that shot clock. Still got a great 3 ball to his player to convert it, and then they come down and throw a zone for the first time at Ripon, right down in the closing 2 minutes of this game. Nice job. You know, Arsenault was working in the farm system of the NBA, I think out in, it wasn't Las Vegas, might have been Reno or whatever, had a team out there, much like the Herd for the Bucks in Oshkosh. And he set all kinds of NBA records there with 3-ball shooting as a coach there. He was out there for like 2-3 years. And then when his dad must have got the phone call from Pops, said, son, I'm going to hang up my whistle. And there you go. And the son, I believe, I'm guessing here, but I think I saw this. I think his son might be in the record books also for assist and when he played for his father at Grinnell. Here we go. Can they pull this out and stun Grinnell?
This would be
down by 8.
This would be a heck of a time to have Reggie Miller on your roster.
And you're on defense, right? Yeah, you're on defense. You don't even have the ball.
They're going to double team the inbound.
82 seconds left. They don't need points to win. They know that. Pull it out. I'm surprised you didn't go on top.
5 seconds on the shot clock.
Really? Robinson got him on the 3, evidently.
Apparently. And he made the 3 and one on a 3-pointer.
Yeah, Robin's body language tells me he got him. So that might do it. If he could convert, make this a 10-point deficit or more, that should pretty much do it with just a little over a minute for Ripon. Oh, that's right. The basket was good. My bad.
Yeah.
Gonna have to launch it.
Field fakes a 3, takes a long 2. Yep. Nylon.
Probably out of timeouts. I don't know. What do we got? Official timeout. Talking to Ripon about something.
The clock stopped. It shouldn't have stopped, apparently.
Oh, we got a rounding applause from the Grinnell team.
Grinnell's playing the victim
Here we go.
right now. I saw a ball there.
So Ripon's going to get their first loss to them, ironically, at home in conference play after being road warriors with 2 wins at Beloit and then at Cornell earlier in the week. We'll have women's action. Coach Buzalaki bringing her team out here shortly after the end of this contest.
That free throw is no good by Gabe Garcia.
Our cameras don't have it, but if you saw the crowd below our press box here, it's a really good bunch of people to be out here on such a cold day.
Yeah. Misses both free throws. C.J. Brown with it now. Brown with 17 points today. Bunders with 18. Kicks it to Osmond. His 3 ball. Missed.
Now what? What do we got going here? Timeout?
There was a
There we go.
timeout called.
What's weird about it is the official way down on the baseline, farthest away from the scorer's table, is the one that evidently got the memo, and the other ref didn't say anything or blow his whistle.
Well, he called a timeout, and he blew the whistle while the ball was in the air being shot. You can't call a timeout then. There's been some weird officiating in this game so far.
10-point deficit, 49 or 46 seconds. I got a whole game ahead of me here.
Yeah.
See, the Grinnell women's team is by the exit doors of the gymnasium to the hallways. They're getting ready to take the floor as soon as this game is over.
And if you
it's going to be Grinnell, it looks like, with a 10-point lead in less than a minute. They should be able to wrap it up and go to a 4-0 record in conference play. Only 2 losses, 2 non-conference losses earlier in the season.
Ripon will drop to 2-1 in conference. Unless, I'm telling you, Martin, miracles do happen. It was around this time 45 years ago, the greatest miracle of them all happened in Lake Placid, New York.
Yeah, it was February, if memory serves me.
Oh, then I was wrong. Deep pass from Rogers, picked up by Devontae, and 1.
Getting Bronx cheers from the Grinnell players. Their way of saying
this game's over.
Up your nose. 101-89. It's just a formality now of getting that clock wound down to 0.
If Grinnell makes this and then hits another 3, they will have not been held to their season low. Well, they missed. This will be, in all likelihood, their season low and a timeout taken.
Coach Finko's got his coaches out there and going to talk about what they want to run here. So Coach Buzalaki, I said, she'll be coming out here with her team shortly, and they're going to try to keep everything going. They, like I said, just when you think you might have seen one of her better teams, like last year's team, had the Player of the Year, double-digit performer, both in points and in rebounding.
Yeah.
And nobody else had double-digit points last year. And now this year, due to graduation, your 5 starters, at least going into the last game, I'll have to look at the update, your 5 starters all average double-digit points. I'm not so sure I've seen that before. In fact, I don't think I have. But that's just how prolific they are as a team, as individuals, and the way her and her coaching staff, Buzalowski's coaching staff, can shape everything with the people they're bringing in here to the school and really playing a fun brand of ball to watch and transition and attack offensively with your dribble, get up in the grill defensively, and their numbers speak to themselves. We'll, of course, talk about that when we get in closer to the beginning of that game. But we got to finish up here with about a half-minute left. Ripon will inbound.
It really is.
They're down by about a dozen points, and it's just a formality here. But you want to finish strong.
Bunders with it now. Kicks it to C.J. Brown. His 3 ball is good. C.J. Brown with 20 points tonight. Stripped away. Brown with it. You got to shoot it. Jack Field from beyond the arc. Nylon!
Knocks it
It's
down.
a 6-point game.
Timeout.
And they're going to take a timeout.
It got really quiet.
Wow.
Got pretty quiet on that Grinnell bench.
John Vincent isn't so loud over there on the Grinnell bench anymore. Wow. What a change of events. C.J. Brown with a quick 3 ball, followed by a kick out to Jack Field for a 3 ball of his own, and the Red Hawks are only down by 6 now.
Yeah, so what that's going to necessitate with that 20-second remaining in the game.
You got a foul if
they'll
they'll
go for the steal, foul immediately, and this will be a long 20 seconds.
This will be because the last 3 times the Pioneers have gone to the line, they haven't made their free throws. The last 2 times Garcia's gone to the line could have ended this game right there, but he missed both times and left a potential 4 points out there on the charity stripe. It could still be a 10-point game even with those 2 threes.
What I always do, though, it's always the last guy, right, that gets called out, right? Look at the Packers playing in the Seattle in the NFC Championship and blowing a 3-touchdown lead in 4.5 minutes, and the last guy that gets blamed for it is the guy that muffed the onside kick for the Packers. And
why'd you have to bring that up?
And I'm into pain. And subsequently, you know, you look at all the other mistakes that led up to that, and you know, it's the same thing here. So I guess the stat you and I would like to see is that what did these guys shoot for free throws today as a team, Grinnell, and for that matter, Ripon. Ripon didn't get to the free throw line though much at all tonight.
No,
Here we
they
go.
did not. Marshawn Robinson to guard the inbounder. The inbounder is Nick Lundy. Gets it in. An immediate foul
on Brown.
An immediate foul on Brown, and he is out.
Yeah.
That's his 5th foul.
Yeah. 20 seconds.
20 seconds, though. It still leaves some time on the clock. If you're Grinnell, you're definitely going to go back to that press.
Ron will go in, the sophomore player of the year from his conference. He's recruited, sort of a, you know, that 6'3" kind of guy that can do a little bit of everything or sometimes a lot of everything, depending.
Zach Rosen to shoot. Makes his first.
You know, he shoots over 76% from the line for Grinnell.
Makes his second.
Solid.
So that lead is quickly moved to 8 points. They're going to roll that one out and not let it be touched for a while until Grinnell forces them to, and they do here. Bunders with it, and he takes a timeout.
If you wanted to know, as my wife dropped me off here, normally I drive my own car, but with the weather, we said, okay, thank you. Point being, she said, when should I pick you up? Well, I'll call you after the doubleheader, but I said, depends how many whistles we get in our first game. And, well, it's 3 o'clock now. This is when the women's game should be starting, and we're now past the 3 o'clock hour, and we're still playing the men's game. And you're going to get, I believe, 25 minutes, I think, for warm-up, something in that neighborhood. Yeah. I should know that, but anyway.
Also, one other thing to look at.
Yeah.
If Ripon gets a three-pointer here, steals, and hits another one by some miracle, Grinnell is out of timeouts. So if Grinnell gets that inbound and wants to simply call a timeout just to slow it down, they can't.
No.
Ripon has one timeout left.
And Coach Arsenal right now is probably talking about those types of things, saying, hey, listen, if they score and are successful to come back and get another one, we're out. Just remember, guys, we're out of timeouts. Don't call for one. That'll be a technical. So reminding him of that. And then looking for that leadership of the 5 he's putting back out there.
If he doesn't remind them, we could be looking at a Chris Webber situation.
Believe me, he's a seasoned coach. And I don't need shooters out there if I'm Grinnell. I need
defense.
I need a bunch of guards that fly around, are strong with the ball, and get in your grill defensively, but not to the point where you're giving whistles and getting Ripon to the line and stopping the clock. So you got to be smart, aggressive if you're Grinnell.
It'll be Osman to inbound.
This game still should be over with 19 seconds.
Oh, and Osman turns it over.
And then we foul because we had to stop the clock. So there you go.
Osman just threw it right to Kingston Bristol.
My hunch is that was not his plan. It's just the anxiousness of this type of game causes people to do things they normally don't do. And
Bristol to shoot.
It's not just that's not just physical pressure. It's probably right. It's probably more mental. Being a baseball player, it's more mental than certainly it is physical. It drains on you.
This is the closest Grinnell's been played this year so far.
I can assure you, when I played pickup noon ball for over a quarter of a century here, we did not play this style. Here we go.
Wonders.
A formality here. We're going to take that last timeout, Coach Finko. And what he's doing, he's getting his team keeping their heads in the game. Don't worry about the scoreboard. This is a game that we're going to finish. We're going to burn everything we got. And he's basically teaching these guys by what he's doing. They're learning, hey, we're getting ready for the next game right now. We're getting ready for that next game.
So C.J. Brown fouled out. He's leading the Red Hawks with 20 points so far. But I would have to say, if you're really looking at it, the player of the game for the Ripon Red Hawks today was Marshawn Robinson. Coming off the bench, making his debut for the Red Hawks, that microwave that he had on him. He couldn't miss from that free throw line jumper, and he was all over the place on the defensive end of the ball.
Yeah, without a doubt. He's the guy.
Keenan Ron, we got to get a shot up, gentlemen.
No.
That's just a terrible play to end the game.
No, you got young guys there. Give Grinnell credit. They came into Ripon that was 2-0 in conference and basically imposed their will on us. Ripon, give them credit for fighting back in that early in the second half to make it a game. But it was basketball is a game of runs without a doubt, and that's what happened.
So, Ripon's going to walk out of here with their first conference loss. Final score, 105-95 Grinnell. Don't go anywhere, though. In 25 minutes, we'll have the tip-off of the women's game between the Lady Red Hawks and the Lady Pios. But for right now, Creed Slattery and Martin Ernst are saying, we'll see you in a bit.